Shannon Hutchinson coming in with this one. Some time back we did a band called Allies. And she says, he says, they say, you got to do a song called Feather in Me Cap. Put a feather in me cap from Allies. So that's what we're going to do right here, right now. Now you might ask yourself, Shane, what do we do now? Do you just start playing the song? No, what we do is we learn about this band, then we listen to the song. If that sounds like a fun time to you, if you'd like to join me on this journey, let's go ahead and do it now, baby. Allies. They have 6,509 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 jams. A lot of them come from a record called Long Way from Paradise. And the #1 track, Long Way from Paradise, with 139,000 plays. Then you got Devil is a Liar. It's got 96,000 plays. You got Crying in the Chapel. Sounds like an old doo-woppy song. I was crying in the chapel, honey baby, honey girl. 79,000. You got Surrender, 87,000 plays in the 4th slot. And Don't You Worry, 37,000 plays in the 5th slot. Since we mentioned that record and stuff, should we look into the albums and see what they've done? Looks like you got Shoulder to Shoulder, 2011. A Man with a Mission, that's where Feather in the Cap comes from. And that's 2011. These albums are goofed, the years on them, so forget the years. You got 1985 Allies. You got Long Way from Paradise. And yeah, I don't know who plugged the albums in, but they're all goofed. So that's the albums for the band. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look into related artists. This will give us an idea of perhaps other bands to check out. If Allies are on any kind of playlist, these bands are probably there with them. And it might be something fun that you want to try and check out. You got Rick Cua, C-U-A. You got John Elefante. You got Sweet Comfort Band. Whiteheart, Greg X. Voles. I mean, I'm just interested because of that name, what that is. Idle Cure. You have Daniel Band, Randy Stonehill, John Schlitt. Any of these names ringing a bell to you? A lot of solo acts. And there you have it. Resurrection Band. So these guys might be Christian. DeGarmo and Key. Is that the DeGarmo that I know? And Steve Camp. If you know any of those people, please contact the front desk. Yeah, a lot of solo artists there. I wonder if some of the dudes from these bands are, this band's actually into it. Now we're going to get into that bio and then finally listen to the song Feather in the Cap for Shannon. And you've just got the album art image for that first record, and it's them, and they're up against the brick wall, and they're saying, let's get a good game of hacky sack going, by God, before it gets too hot. This California-based melodic pop-style rock group formed in the 80s by Jesus music veterans Bob Carlisle and Randy Thomas. I always get weirded out when Jesus is there, because I don't know if it's going to be Jesus or Jesus, like the Jesus King of the Kings, right? Bob Carlisle and Randy Thomas was influenced by blues, rockers, and R&B groups. So is this going to fit into our hard rock heavy metal thing? I feel like when we did Allies, it was in there, in the rock world somehow. But it is that time. We're going to head over here to the Man with a Mission. I'm asking him to album. And we're going to find the song Feather in Your Cap. We're going to do it right here, right now. This is the Magic Titty Tool. I put it in my ear. I give you a taste. I take a taste. We listen to the song Feather in Your Cap. Is the volume up? Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Here we go.
Another feather in your cap, another jewel in your crown. You were headed for disaster, but you turn your life around, and that's a feather in your cap.
Whoa! Definitely pop rocky, that bass. Not bad. That's kind of, rock and roll from the 80s. Ooh, Lord. Call on Jesus' name. It's not Jesus. It's got like a Sammy Hagar vibe. Funky, rockin' funky good times. Solo time. Got the fat voice doing the backup vocals. He's got a soulful groove in his vocal. Makes your head want to do this. Think about your dad, think about a knife. I mean, he's got a pretty good voice, soulful. But you turn your life around and that's a feather in your cap. Ooh, they're letting this bass player go all crazy. Is this the same song? It can't be going on another 3 minutes, right? I thought that song was over. It's not. It's the same song. They could have ended it right there. It's a feather in your cap. Feather in your cap, girl. You hear that? I'm wondering if this is some kind of a sick joke now. One of these things where Spotify's stuck on the something. They're all like pretty good players. They gonna double, stop it on a dime, or they gonna fade it? This is like the bit where the credits are rolling at the end of the wacky screwball comedy. Oh. Ooh. Grand Facade, big piano number. Where do we go from here? With my Lord, sweet Jesus on my side. What they did there in that song is they had a nice funky 80s screwball comedy, Eddie Murphy flying over the top of the Trans Am style, kind of a vibe of a pop rock song there. And then they came to that feather in your cap. And they could have stopped it right there, and that would have been a solid stop it on a dime. And then they went into that funky, fresh bass. They said, well, Toby needs to have a piece of the pie here. So let's let him do a little bass, and we'll come back in with some more feather in the caps, and then he'll shut up and leave us alone for the rest of the album. But what say you? Most important part of my videos is always is where I get in the comments below and I read your thoughts and opinions on the songs that we do here, what you think of them and what you don't think of them. And that's my favorite thing. So please do that. Get down there in the comments. Good, great, fantastic, Shane. Huge fan of Allies. Indeed, indeed, they are a Christian rock band. Not Christian hard rock, maybe Christian pop rock, but indeed, they say you need to get good with the Jesus. All-time favorite album, all-time favorite songs. Can you put a full dissertation down there about this band, where they went, all those names that we read off? Were they members of this band at some point or function or fashion? All-time favorite songs. Have you ever seen Allies live? Have you ever met them? I'd be curious about that as well, too. So get in the comments and do that. Or you could say, not good, not great, Shane. I didn't like that at all. You're going crazy, dude. Because that wasn't hard rock. That was not hard rock at all. Well, it's in the rock family. Not my cup of tea. Don't want it, don't need it. Feather in my ass, I say to that. Don't want it, I'm out of here. All of that can be put in the comments below. Don't you know, you find it fantastic. Folks, Shannon, there you go. If you have that hard rock heavy metal special request, you know what to do. Hit those links in the description below or put it in the comments. If you put it in the comments, I see it, I like it, and we haven't done it on the channel yet, you'll know. Because I'll hit it with the heart and tell you I'm going to do your request. That's how you know it'll be coming at some point in the future, okay? Swinging out. Feather in your cap.